Hey Guardians, it's Todd the Gator, and I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little tired of all the negative cycles in the Destiny community. All the reaction videos, statements that so-and-so is leaving the game, you know what I mean. So I wanted to throw something out different into the Destiny community today, and I really want your input as well. You know, I usually create videos to help new and returning Guardians in the game Destiny 2, but today, I'm about to share my most outlandish, craziest idea I've ever had for this game. So buckle up, as this video is for all Guardians out there that love to play this game, and at the end of the video, you're gonna call me crazy, off the rails, hell, not even close to being real. Or you may stop and think, okay, what if? Which, if you haven't figured out yet, is my hope in demonstrating the potential that Bungie has as a studio. As we approach the August 22nd Bungie showcase, where they're supposed to tell us the future of Destiny, I figured why not? Might be a little tongue-in-cheek way to set things up. I know the speculation's really high right now and people are really banking on a lot to happen. Disclaimer, the information shared in this video is pure speculation, but if I'm correct, I knew it all the time and will take full credit, thank you. No, it's no secret that the Lightfall campaign was lacking, and that Bungie has drip-fed content through the seasons of the year so far. Here it is, the end of the Season of the Deep, and we're now just finding out what the baddie of the Destiny 2 Light and Dark saga, The Witness, is all about. For those who just played the Lightfall campaign and left frustrated, wow, they may never know about this. Such a waste of storytelling, in my opinion. Now, I've played Destiny in every part of it through this 10-year span, and I've experienced the pure joy and excitement of watching Bungie's stellar promotional team at work. But I've also experienced months of content droughts in Destiny 1 that made me take pause and wonder, what the hell is going on over there at Bungie? Game development, it seems, is a slow process. Okay, game devs, we get it. So fast forward to the current state of the game, right now. How you feeling? My guess is, for a majority of us at least, not good. There's been a ton of feedback, especially after the latest State of the Game blog that just came out from Bungie. I don't know about you, but I was angry after reading that. Admittedly, many times. So after I talked it out with my co-host on our podcast, Guardian Downcast, and got out all of my frustrations, I began to step back and try to see the big picture here. I started trying to put together all the clues and figure out, what the hell is going on over there at Bungie? History, it seems, repeats itself, right? So let's break this down, okay? Let's start with what we know. Bungie has a PvP game called Marathon that we assume will be coming out in the near future. We also know that Bungie has stated that Destiny will not be ending after the final shape. They also said in their latest blog that playing through the campaign and story missions and its subsequent new raid, that the Light and Dark story is done. Over. Kaput. So where does that leave Bungie? Players I know have expressed that they're sticking around only to see how the Light and Dark story ends, then they're out. Are we naive to think that Bungie doesn't know this already? Bungie knows we are fatigued. I mean, it's been going on for 10 years now. As I asked my co-host last week, is there anything that Bungie could add or change to the current iteration of the game, Destiny 2, that would make a major difference to how you saw it? And sadly, his answer was no, which I speculate is how a lot of us seasoned Guardians out there feel right now. So, putting on my business owner cap, I started to think, how does Bungie get out of this predicament? How do they continue the legacy of this game? But more importantly, how do they keep us longtime veterans engaged? I'm sure they've had several meetings about this very topic in the past, and I have a, let's just say, theory on how they could do it. Okay, my first possible scenario. What if Bungie rolled out a brand new Destiny game after the final shape? Call it a feeling, but I get that same Bungie's not home vibe right now, like I did back when Destiny 1 was ending. Some of you remember, it was radio silence for what seemed like months. All of a sudden, that fantastic Bungie showcase with the big number 2 in the middle of the screen and Luke Smith walking out on the stage comes to mind. We went crazy for it. So what if the reason that the Crucible, Gambit, and even some parts of the base game aren't getting much love and energy from Bungie right now, is because they're putting the work in on this new game. By the way, in my opinion, I think the final shape is close to done, if not playtesting things right now. You know, I heard the other day that Bungie now has over 1,500 employees. That's a powerful workforce. So are we to believe that the current game and its peripheral modes are being handled by all these people? Or is it realistic to think that maybe there's a small team that's keeping the game going, you know, maintenance and patches, 2 seasonal teams to alternate seasonal content, and of course the sandbox team that keeps us on our toes, which I must say has been fantastic. I think the sandbox is in the most balanced state it's ever been. We know that a majority of the people on the Crucible team and its heavy hitters are on Marathon, but that leaves a majority of the studio on what? What's going on at Bungie right now? What if it's a new Destiny game? Why worry about trying to make a 10-year-old game better when you can just start again with better technology and better experience and from the past making it like Bungie has? Learning from all their shortcomings and how much potential was lost in Destiny 2, Bungie could literally hit the reset button and make a better game where everyone starts from the beginning again. I'd buy that game, and I would hope that Bungie thinks so too. Maybe this is why Bungie has given up on the new player experience in the current iteration of the game. Now, you ready for another fat take? Oh, this is a doozy. What would you say if this game is being built on the new Unreal Engine 5 and will be ready for the latest gen consoles and of course those powerful PCs? I don't know if you knew this, but Bungie also admitted 2 other pieces of information that kind of perked my ears up. They stated that Marathon is being built on the current Tiger engine that Destiny 2 is now running on. They also stated that this mystery game, Matter, which we've known about for years now, you know, it's just over there, sitting quietly in the corner, is being developed using the latest Unreal Engine 5. You starting to see a pattern here? What if the next iteration of Destiny has been right in front of our noses the entire time? What if Matter is the next gen super upgrade for the latest Destiny game?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You serious?
I warned you I might be called crazy. You know, we've heard absolutely nothing about this Matter game for years now. But what if? And some have said that, oh, this is going to be a mobile game. Well, what if there's a mobile component to it? You know, Battlefield 4 did this with their Commander mode on mobile devices, and that was done so many years ago. I remember destroying whole teams from the comfort of my sofa, and I gotta admit, it was really fun. Now I know I can hear the screams from the peanut gallery already. What about my guns and armor? I work hard for those things. Well, here's the part I'm still trying to figure out. If the next Destiny game is on a new engine, we'll certainly have to buy it separately from the current game. And how do you, 1, keep a loyal fan base engaged into the next game without losing them? The transition would have to be seamless and smooth. You know, but Bungie surprised me before. What if after the final shape, there was another back-to-back campaign to set us up for the new game? Call it an epilogue, or maybe an intro into the next saga. So what if in the interim time, between the old Destiny 2 and the new game, we had some kind of mechanism to save a favorite weapon or armor? My co-hosts punch holes in this theory by saying that, you know, porting all those possibilities would be difficult, and I agree. It would. So maybe a set collection, a predetermined and already ported for the new game, that could be earnable via maybe a Moments of Triumph book. Call it a veteran pack, like they did in Destiny 1. Now granted, there were no weapons and armors brought over then, but you could earn a veteran emblem to show off your status, and, you know, your custom-made characters were brought over as well from the original game. It's probably more of a stretch, but I'm trying to put together how Bungie keeps us busy waiting for a new game to arrive. That part we'll have to see, if it ever happens at all. And for my final take, with this possible new Destiny game coming very soon, what if Bungie moves to a subscription model and away from the big expansion purchases? I'm sure there'll be some prepaid methods as well, but that way, anyone who wants to jump into the latest Destiny game only needs to drop $10 or $12 a month. No more, what expansion do I need for that exotic? And no more confusing pay structure. One and done. $10 a month and you're in. No more sunsetting content. Just jump in, start playing the game. Again, a stretch. But something's got to give on this current confusing method of purchasing content. I'm sure it's dissuaded many a new Guardians out there thinking of diving in. No pun intended. Now, if all of this is really off base and totally wrong, then what's the alternative? Whatever it might be, I don't know about you, but it sure doesn't get me very excited, and that's a shame. Maybe the Stockholm Syndrome is real, I don't know. But Bungie has created something very special here. You know, when Destiny first came out, it brought me back as a longtime gamer burnt out on all the usual offerings out there. My hope is that they don't take that worn-out path of maximization of profits at the cost of a vibrant community. It would be really difficult for me to see a loyal player base slowly fade away. You know, as a business owner for over 25 years now, over-delivery is how I take business away from my competitors. Not forget about my clients. You listening, Bungie? I hope you are. Okay, I'm taking off my spinfoil cap for now. Man, that thing's itchy. Anyway, thanks for hearing me out. Now, as the latest Bungie showcase approaches, I don't know, maybe we'll get some answers to the question, what the hell is going on at Bungie? Oh, and one more thing for those diehard Guardians out there who think they have the story all figured out. What if the witness wins? Okay, alright, I'm going to step back now, away from the mic, and save that discussion for another time. Hey, I'm Todd the Gator, and I've built this channel to help new returning Guardians in the game Destiny 2. Remember, we only get one playthrough in this life, so don't waste it, and be kind to your fellow Guardians in the Destinyverse. And later, Guardians.